I had to have faith, I had to plan, and I had to execute. Let's talk about it.
Looking forward, who you looking for? Looking for me, I'm moving forward.
Remember the video I made when I told you guys that you can take a tomato cutting, put it in water, and it'll grow stems? I just want you guys to see that. Also, look at the tomatoes growing from it. So I am Ashley, the master farmer planner for A New Day Garden. I own a tree nursery company. I teach people how to use what they have and grow with what they have, all right? Those tomatoes I told you about. I just showed you guys the first example. If you take a tomato, right, a cutting, and you cut the tomato, it will form roots, all right? And you see it's growing a new shoot, and all of this is being done underwater. Do you know why that is? God is the river of living water. That means anything in water will have life. Babies have life. Fish have life. Other animals have life. We have life, okay? If you take water and you put plants in water, they will live, all right? I've never grown tomatoes before. This is the first year that I'm growing tomatoes. And within that first year of me growing tomatoes, right, you can see the abundance. I now have tomatoes growing on its branches, okay? The reason this is, number one, I planned it. So I understood the type of environment that tomatoes need. They're acidic, right? So they need, in order to get optimal amount of growth, they need to have a pH between 6.0 and 7.0, or 6.8, excuse me. 2, so I use blood meal and bone meal to help with fertilizing, right? So I won't get into too much of fertilization. However, you need to understand NPK, right? NPK, those 3 things your plants need, all right? Among other things, calcium, depending on it, magnesium, etc., right? But I get all of that from rainwater, okay? Thirdly, or even lastly, right? One thing I do is I pray. The Father knows what we need. I may not sometimes know everything that I need, right? But I understand the principles of growing. And so that's what I'm here to share with you. I am a farmer. I dress like a farmer. I live like a farmer. I am a farmer. This is my life. All right. Faith. The entire key to succeeding in life is to have faith in Jesus Christ. It's going to be many channels that tell you different things, but if you're a beginner or you're an expert and you're ready to level up, or you're ready to just get started growing, the only way that you will be able to be successful in growing, going forward from 2025, going until the end of time, is by having a relationship with Christ. Most people out here will never be able to grow unless they have a relationship with the Creator. I'm telling you, this is the reason is, one, it's in Revelations, all right? There will be a food scarcity. That is coming. That is nothing that we can stop. That is ordained at the end of time. 2, if you don't believe in the Bible, if you do not believe in the Bible, that's fine. This video is not for you. I love you. I wish you the best on your journey, but that's a wish. This is for people who are serious about growing in their faith. All right. I created a gardening planner. It is $66.07. That is the exact number that the Lord gave me. The reason that it is that much is because I'm going to take you from doing nothing to having an abundance. But you got to invest in yourself. I'm not giving out information for free. You have to invest in yourself, which means that you have to have faith that if you plan something, you will see it through, regardless if you ever done it. I told you guys. That's why I keep posting tomatoes. You guys can look at my videos. I've never grown tomatoes. I don't grow tomatoes. I've never had a desire to grow tomatoes. I just didn't grow tomatoes. This year I decided I was gonna grow tomatoes. And now I'm growing tomatoes. Let's look again. I'm growing tomatoes in a glass, guys. A glass. Look at the little baby tomato. Little cutie. Yes, I'm growing tomatoes in a glass. I'm growing tomatoes outside in containers. Okay? If I can do it, you can do it. Yes, I am a master gardener. But the only reason why I'm a master is because the teacher that is in heaven taught me directly. And I'm not afraid to say that. Yes, I had some great examples. My great-grandmother, my great-grandfather, my grandfather on my mother's side. They all were master farmers. But they're not here with me. It is the Holy Spirit who taught me how to grow. And as you guys go on this journey with me, you will see how I started, and then you're going to see how I harvest. And then you'll come back and say, I need to invest in Ashley's planner. All right. The planner comes with the master class. All right. The master class is 8 weeks. I show you how to grow using what you have from the beginning to the end. We'll meet every Sunday at 7 p.m. every Sunday for 8 weeks. And I'll show you how to start a garden from beginning to end. All right. If you're interested in that class, leave a comment in the description below and say, I'm interested. All right. Or give a thumbs up. So my next class, I will begin July 12th. All right. I think July 12th. I have to give y'all the exact date. My next class will begin in July. All right. We will meet every Sunday at 7 p.m. You got to get your gardening planner, though. That's the only way I will teach you how to grow from the beginning until the end. All right. I love you guys. But remember, even if you can't afford my gardening class right now, come back every week. Gain some information from here, okay? Learn what you can. Go to the Holy Spirit. Ask him, what do you need, okay? He'll teach you everything that you need. Otherwise, come back. I'll teach you what the Holy Spirit teaches me, and then you go back to him, and you have a relationship with him for yourself. And see, won't you start growing in abundance? Till next time, peace.